Welcome to EcoFun's video on how to measure a nation's income. In this video, we will discuss some of the data that economists and policymakers use to monitor the performance of the overall economy. In order to determine the economy's performance, first we must understand the task of gross domestic product. GDP measures two things at once: the total income of everyone in the economy and the total expenditure on the economy's output of goods and services. Furthermore, the circular flow diagram is also another method to demonstrate the equality of income and expenditure, as it is a simple depiction of the macroeconomy. As you can see within the diagram, GDP is illustrated as spending, revenue, factor payments, and income. To be more precise on how GDP is measured, we can define it as a market value of all final goods and services produced within a country in a given period of time. Now we will study the various components of GDP, which will be denoted as Y. There are four components in general: C as consumption, spending by households on goods and services; I as investment, spending on business capital, residential capital, and inventories; G as government purchases, spending on goods and services by governments; and X as net exports, spending on exports minus spending on import. These components add up to GDP, previously denoted as Y. So how exactly can we measure the total quantity of goods and services the economy is producing that is not affected by changes in prices? Economists often use a measure called real GDP, the value of all goods produced in a given year corrected for inflation, which is different to nominal GDP, the value of all goods taking price changes into account and corrected for inflation. One important thing to remember is that in the base year, nominal GDP equal real GDP. Basing on these two statistics, we may compute GDP deflator, which measures the current level prices relative to the level prices in the base year. GDP deflator equal nominal GDP divided for real GDP multiply 100. Economy's inflation rate can also be computed by identifying the percentage increase in the GDP deflator from one year to the next. That is all for this video. Thanks for watching.